guys, thank you so much for sticking with us. Lunchbox decided to kick back with us. We hope you enjoyed The Devil's Nightmare as much as we did.
Italian horror movies.
With
really bad voice dubs. That would.
But that was kind of a Euro slasher, which is a really good Euro slasher, and that was recommended to us by Mr. John Cage and Jones.
Thanks,
Thank you, so John. Now, what can I say about this, man? Erica Blanc, is that her name?
Yes.
Yes. She's a succubus.
She's like, well, I don't know about after she turned succubus because her face changes when someone's about to die, but other than that, she's really hot.
She's beautiful.
I date her.
There's some beautiful.
That's how succubuses get you.
Soft.
Yeah, I know. I'm a sucker.
There's some very soft lesbian heading in this movie.
There is.
Oh, yeah,
Not enough booze for my liking, but that part was good.
Some seductions of priests. Everybody dies in the height of mortal sin. And then they come back.
And Satan is a cool-looking motherfucker in this. Well, he's creepy.
Dude, he's creepy as fuck. Because I was
him.
just gonna talk about there's creepy Satans all throughout film history, right?
Yeah.
Creepy looking Satans. You could. In my opinion, one of my top creepiest Satans is Viggo Mortensen.
Fuck yeah.
In The Prophecy.
Yes.
He's fucking creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Followed up by Tim Curry as Prince of Darkness in Legend.
Yes.
Fucking beautiful movie. Beautiful rendition. This guy fucking pretty goddamn cool.
He looks kind of not human, which I think adds to it, which is pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
And that final scene.
Actually, I think it's great when you get something that's like in films. I notice I love it when something's trying to look human, but it's not, and that makes it scary.
Yeah.
See, for me, I had a personal experience growing up in Oklahoma, where I believe I dealt with something that was trying to look like it was human, but it wasn't. And I was I was probably 10 years old at the time, but we will explain that another time. But continue.
Absolutely. No.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
But I hate that.
Yeah. Erica Blanc was beautiful. She was a succubus, and she was.
I liked her dress.
Yeah, it was really cool. This movie was a little bit of a throwback, in my opinion, to this old Dark House, an old movie from the 1920s. Boris Karloff was in
this
it.
Dark House.
It's very where these people have no choice but to go to this old castle, which happens to be haunted and has crazy people in it. And it's kind of like this one. These people are kind of forced to go to this castle in Italy, and it's fucking beautiful. I wish I owned it. But she kind of starts killing people off one by one in a state of mortal sin, which is really cool. You got gluttony, you got wrath.
Lust was cool because there's two at once.
Yeah, that was awesome. Oh, dude. Okay, so that was the best kill in the movie, by the way. The lust one. Threw her doing the guillotine, cut his head off. She shows the head to the chick. The chick gets so scared she backs up into the Iron Maiden, and it fucking closes on her. So I loved it, man. It was the best. So, and then so the priest kind of was like, if I bring all these souls back, if he bargains with the devil, and he's like, he can't bargain with shit. You know what I mean? He goes, if I bargain to bring these souls back or whatever, you can have my soul or some shit like that.
And I was like, no, if I bargain for these souls, I will give you my collection of Laffy Taffies.
There you go.
And my favorite kinds too.
So he bargains for the souls. They wake up the next day. It's kind of like a Groundhog's Day type of thing.
They get on the van.
Then they get on the van, and then the bus is driving down the road, kind of by a bridge.
That's with his carriage going by.
Yeah,
which was a cool ass carriage.
The devil's going by with the carriage, and then the bus. All the people that he saved go off the side of the road. Boom! So they all die again, and it's like the devil wins at the end, and then she's hugging the priest.
And she's looking at Satan, and he's looking at her. They just have smiles.
I thought it was cool. He's like, "You get out of here," he tells her.
Yeah.
So I really like this movie. Thank you so much for the recommendation, John Cage and Jones. You're the best, man. Great Euro horror film. I'm glad you enjoyed it, by the way.
I loved that soundtrack. Was fucking amazing.
Dude, find this fucking soundtrack. I will look for it on vinyl. I was listening to it the other day, and somebody's like, fucking listening to morgue music? And I was like, I better turn this down. Sorry about that.
It's so good.
All right, guys. Up next, Mail with Vanessa. Mail time, mail time, mail time, mail time. Oh, I almost threw up.
That's staying in.
Yeah. Swallow it down.
Aim that way. Go out there.
All right. Cool. First question.
First question is Vanessa and Virus. This is a two-part. Last month you showcased Sleepaway Camp. How do you feel the sequels live up to the original? And what horror sequels would you say meet or beat the original? From King Wood Cobra.
King Wood Cobra.
Thank you, Sal.
Well, we did talk about the sequels already last month. So if you want to, we don't really want to get into it too much. Go ahead and look at our YouTube channel. And look at our mail segment for last month, and we'll tell you what we thought about the original.
I don't think any of them will live up to the original.
They don't. They certainly don't live up to the original. But horror sequels that we would say meet or beat the original. Wow.
Oh boy, that's a hard one.
First one that comes to mind for me would probably be Amityville Horror.
Ooh,
I really liked Amityville Horror too. I also liked the fact that movie was kind of more taking upon what originally happened in the Amityville house.
Mm-hmm.
And there was just some creepy incest things going on in that movie.
Yeah, incest is always confusing.
Yeah, Amityville Horror 2, in my opinion, this is the first thing that jumps off my head. I don't know if you have anything, but something.
I don't know if it's so much outdoes the original as it's as good at it, but I think Aliens. If that qualifies as horror. I don't know, some people it's
action
some
movie.
people it's horror.
It's action sci-fi. It went more from the horror to action sci-fi.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, man, like, retrospectively, like, it kind of bombed in the theaters and people were like, what the fuck? But if you look back on how brilliant, in my opinion, that this movie was Nightmare on Elm Street 2. I know that you can't do better than the first one, but...
Dream Warriors.
Dream Warriors is good.
That's my favorite.
That is good.
Of all time.
I'll give you...
And the theme song.
Dream Warriors! Yeah, there you go. I love that movie. But part 2, if you really look back on it, it's very genius with the fact that you got this guy who's dealing with his latent homosexuality.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really, because at the time that it was put out in the 80s, about 85, 86,
Nobody was doing that.
nobody was really delving into that. It was still kind of an underground thing. Guys were living in the closet and all that stuff. It wasn't really safe for them to come out of the closet. So this dude's like living in the closet, and it's written all over the fucking movie, and there's signs all over the movie. Like, there's a sign of no girls allowed on his door. There's just so much shit. Like, he's making out with this chick in the movie, and he completely has an anxiety attack because like Freddy's in him. So he doesn't run home. He runs to his friend's house who he has like a guy crush on. But it's not like spelled out for you, but you know what the fuck's going on.
Undertones.
So if you watch it, go ahead.
He drives his car into the wrong way into a tunnel.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he actually has a game in his room. It's called Probe.
Oh.
Yeah. There's this high school. His high school coach picks him up at a gay bar and takes him back to shower with him in the high school, and that's when Freddy. It's fucking.
And the writer says, "Oh, I didn't mean to do that."
Bull
You're like, "What the fuck ever,
shit.
dude? You totally did." And
Bullshit.
good job to you, sir.
Yeah.
That should have been happening long ago.
So, anyways, there you have it, man.
Would The Thing be considered better than the first, even though it's not?
I don't know.
It's a
Well, that's a
remake.
remake. Yeah, we're talking about sequels, but all right, there we go. Question 2. Thank you, by the way, Kingwood Cobra.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Androidvision, you change your look on every show where most other horror hosts maintain a signature look. Is this on purpose, or are you still trying to find your identity? And how do you find the hottest co-host and woman to hang out with you? Slim Dog 420, you're sweet, thank you.
How do I find the hottest chicks to hang out with me? You tell me.
Or has that effect on some of us?
There you go.
It always ends up. We
It's
just
just-
find them.
No, seriously, is it just my allure? Am I nice? What is it? Like, I had other co-hosts, I mean, but you're the chick now, you're her. But I mean, like, and whenever I go out, I always have hot chicks with me. It doesn't matter. But,
True.
So what? I'm not the best looking guy. What would you say it is?
Because you're nice. You're not like trying to get your hands in people's pants all the time.
There you go.
It's so nice.
This is the most glad-handing segment of all time.
I let them put their hands in my pants if they want to.
True.
I don't even ask.
True.
I don't even ask.
Very true.
That's why I wear gym shorts. They just slide them off the gym shorts.
You got him on right now?
Yeah, I got one right now. Getting ready to work out. All right, yeah. Also, my look, other horror hosts. Yeah, I know you got this niche, some signature to identify you with, and I've been like toying with that myself. Like, should I stick with a specific look? I actually went back to the look on the first show that we filmed together. This right here.
The vest, the hood.
The hood.
The makeup.
The exact makeup.
Facial hair.
Facial hair. I might stick with this. I may stick with this.
Just a homeless man who, got lucky.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
Same old.
I might stick with this look. So there you have it. All right, question number 3.
AndroidVirus / Vanessa. I knew you were wrapping up your. Wait, is that the wrong one? Oh, that was August questions. Hi.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, we're prepared.
Loaded like an 18-year-old boy's balls. Question from the master. Greg Mo. Hi.
Hey, Greg Mo.
If you were cast in a horror movie, what character would you want to be? The killer, the first victim, the sex pot, the stoner, the survivor, the detective?
Okay, let's stop it right
Let's stop
there. I probably would want to be the detective. Because the detective sometimes dies as the hero.
Yeah.
But he gets to find everything out and
Piece it together.
piece everything, the puzzle together. So I think the detective always has the coolest role. What about you?
I want to be the killer. Just because it'd be nice to kill somebody. But as long as I don't get killed at the end, because that would ruin everything.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Be like Jason and just keep coming back.
I'd like to be the hero.
You're saying you like the role where it's like, I have figured this out, and this person. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you.
Yeah, there you have it.
Yeah, lovely.
All right,
Second part.
second part to his question.
What was your favorite Halloween costume you wore as a kid?
Oof.
We want to know?
No, you go ahead.
Oh man, what was I? I think I was pretty boring for the most part. I was a princess for a long time because my mom wanted me to be a princess for like ages. I was Phantom of the Opera in 5th grade and everybody looked at me like I was insane. Nobody got it.
I'd have to say my favorite one was I had this wig, almost looked like a buckwheat wig, with the hair all high.
Yeah.
And my mom couldn't afford to buy us costumes at the time, or she just chose not to, or maybe life got busy and she forgot. And so she said, "Why don't you?" She tells me, "Why don't you just get some black stuff from the fireplace?"
Ashes.
Yeah.
And she doctored my face up, and I went as buckwheat for Halloween.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Ping.
That's awesome.
Ping. Right here. And it's probably not very acceptable in the year 2018, but in the 80s it wasn't a big deal. At least I don't think it was. I didn't think it was a big deal. I noticed like a lot of the black kids at school didn't talk to me after that, but I mean, other than that,
It's gonna get you thrown off Twitter like James Gunn or whatever.
Right.
I won't be able to do anymore.
yeah, dude, it was in the 80s and my mom was trying to save money. It was completely fucking innocent, you fucks.
Reminds me of that Saturday Night Live skit with Eddie Murphy. We can know in all the wrong places.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, number 3 of your question, Mr. Gregmo.
Jesus.
In the 3 Indiana Jones films, Indy encounters a room of snakes, bugs, and rats. Which of the 3 are your worst nightmare? I like snakes and rats, personally.
I'd say out of all those, snakes would be my nightmare. Let me tell you why. Because they can kill you. They can bite you and kill you.
True.
Bugs can't bite me and kill me.
Well.
I mean, or rats. Like, I can eat a fucking bug. If a bug's attacking me, I'll fucking eat him.
Don't you remember Indiana Jones too? Some of those bugs looked pretty fucking bad, man.
Yeah. Temple
Yeah.
of Doom had some pretty nasty shit in it.
You drink blood, you wake up from nightmare.
Yeah. So, I don't know. For me, that would be it. Alright, number 4.
Vanessa and AB last October was one of your craziest ever. Yes, it was. Are you going to do something special for your Halloween show this year by Mr. Baron von Kuntz? Thank you, sir.
Baron von Kuntz. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we are going to be doing something pretty
We're
crazy
working on it.
for our Halloween show this year.
And our costume is going to be pretty damn cool.
Yes, you're talking crazy. That's all I'm going to say.
Some surprises.
It's going to be some surprises, some music. It's going to be a party that you guys wish you were here for. Trust me. So,
If you're invited, you better come.
if you're invited, you better come.
Bouncy castle. We got it all.
I'm all about a bouncy castle.
We're talking music. The return of Odorous, possibly.
Yay, Odorous! He was awesome last year.
Or, not Odorous, but Ejaculous.
Ejaculous.
Sorry,
His
Ejaculous. His son.
Contact from beyond.
Possibly Contact
Yes.
from Beyond. It's going to be insane. So tune in for next October, guys. As always, send your questions to AndroidVision 666 at AOL.com. You can find us at AndroidVision2 on Twitter and AndroidVision _ on the Instagram. And I think that's it.
This is the season
finale.
Wow, we made it 2 seasons
I
together.
know,
No.
yay!
You're the best.
You're the best.
This is gonna be season 4 starting.
I love this chick.
Yay!
Ah,
Is it nice to have someone who actually likes horror movies working with you?
it's actually nice to have somebody who likes me. Thank you so much for Lunchbox for coming on, man. It was an awesome educational experience with you. Kids, watch those movies with fucking extreme caution. So,
If you're sensitive, just don't.
there you have it.
And if you like our videos, go check us out on YouTube.
And if you like our videos, go check us out on YouTube, The Intestinal Fortitude.
Check us out on Instagram.
Check us out on Instagram. Good night.
Woo!